You know what's crazy? People will literally laugh at you for chasing your dreams, but they won't even take in consideration of chasing their own. You see, the crazy thing about this is I never really could understand this and why people do this to people, because if you ain't even giving yourself the opportunity to bet on yourself, how could you sit up and make a mockery of somebody who is literally chasing after their goals and dreams and their passions to really become a better them? And you know what I came to realization is people would never have the boldness, the personality, or the character that you have to do the things that you do. So they would rather make fun of you. They would rather talk about the things that you're doing, whether it's on social media, whether it's on your job, whether it's just being out and about because you are being your authentic self. They would rather laugh at you to somebody else instead of taking a chance on themselves. And this ain't nothing but somebody projecting their own opinions and their fears into your dreams, your goals, and your passions. And I'm here just to tell you today that don't let those people stop you from becoming the best version that you could be for your life. And don't let these people set you back in time from becoming everything that you dreamed of becoming. See, when I first started my YouTube channel, I really thought to myself, like, man, I really don't want to get on here and post some video that people may never resonate with or may not even watch or get bored with. But then I had to realize that I'm not doing this for people per se. I'm really doing it for the people that want the encouragement, that wants to get on here and be inspired by another person just posting their content. And I just feel like when you have people that you feel like are your friends, your family, or close acquaintances, you really do expect for them to support you. But that's not always 100%. That's not always 100% true. And sometimes when people support you, sometimes they're only supporting you for their own beneficial gain. And this is where, in this video, I want to talk to you guys about how you need to lock in with yourself and just tune out the noise. My name is Amber, so welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and hit that notification bell if you resonate with this video. Listen, y'all, I've been on this journey for a long time, and I noticed a lot of times when I was doing the things that I wanted to do, there was always a little voice that was in the back of my mind, had me thinking like, am I doing the right thing? How would people feel? How would people think? How would people perceive me when I go ahead and I put this content out to the world? But then I had to realize that I'm not doing it for these people. I had to realize that I'm betting on myself and I'm doing something different than what most people are doing. And sometimes you got to understand, when it's your dreams and when it's your visions, not everybody gets to see what you see from your own focal point. And once I realized that, I used to say to myself, like, if I wouldn't trade lives with these people, if I wouldn't switch a day with them for 24 hours, why would I value anything that they had to say? And this is what I'm coming to say to you guys. If you wouldn't trade lives with this person, if you wouldn't swap anything with them in today's time, why even listen or value their opinion? Because they don't have the life that you want to live. They don't have the things or the traits that you aspire to be. So why do you listen to them? Key thing is, you don't. You don't listen to these people. That's how I became very much successful in everything that I've done. Every little inch of me taking a bet on myself is because I didn't listen to people who didn't have the life that I have, who didn't have the career that I have, who didn't have the things that ultimately that I wanted in my life. And that's what you have to come to realization. There's going to be people out there who's going to talk about you by the dog. They're going to call you stupid for chasing your dreams. They're going to say that's dumb. They're going to say that little business ain't going to prosper. They're going to say all these things to project their fears and opinions on you and stop you from climbing that mountain. And I would have been a fool if I would have let all those people stop me from becoming who I am today. And the biggest thing I want people to realize is, showing up as your authentic self sometimes intimidates so many people, because in the world today we have so many followers and not enough leaders. And when you are born to lead, you just move different, you act different, you even dress different, your approach is different. And some people, because they think they know you, they try to resonate with the person that they grew up with, or they try to resonate with the old version of you. But honey, that is not me no more. And I want to come to y'all and say to y'all today that if there's anyone in your circle currently that's not helping you build, that's not bringing you value or serving you in any kind of way to get get you to the next level, please get rid of them. Please eliminate them like a bad habit, because at the end of the day, these people will become leeches. These people will become people that will be like incubators. They will suck you dry and never have anything to give. And you don't want that in your life, because when you're growing, you don't need anything anchoring you down, because you're on the stairway to heaven. When it comes to your goals, that's just what it is. I'm on a stairway to heaven, and I'm not going to stop till I get there. And if I got to cut a few people off, if I got to leave people where they, been left at, that's where you're going to stay. Because about my dreams and about the risks that I'm taking for myself, won't anybody be getting in the way of that. And the next thing I want to tell you is that in anything that you do in this life, all you got to do is be consistent. See, there's going to be people that's going to jump in your lane because you doing it, because they see you doing it. And sometimes your bare minimum is somebody else's hard, but they think it's easy because you're doing it. So they're going to jump in your lane and they're going to try to do the same thing that you're doing and hopes that they outbeat you in what you're doing. And they don't even know that you in it for the long run. You ain't in here for short term. You for the long run. You here for years to come. And you here until you make and you break the system, when you crack the code. And you see, the thing about it is, I had to realize that, you know what, I understand that people really just couldn't get next to me. Not because I thought that I was better than anyone, but because my mindset. See, the thing about it is, a lot of these things in life is all about your mind. And it's crazy because a lot of people think that they can get over on people, they can do any, people any kind of way and still have the fruits that come with that person. And that is not the case. But when you get strong in your mind and you get strong in your spirit and you have discernment around a lot of things in your life, you start to understand that people will try to play on your intelligence. They will try to play in your face. They will try to trick your mind into thinking that you are the bad guy for doing the things that you want to do, or just saying, no, I can't do that right now because I'm just focusing on right. People will try to play on your feelings and your emotions when you're trying to do good for yourself. And sometimes that is because these people are stuck at the same place. They don't want you to outgrow them. They don't want you to be above them. They don't want you to have this or have that. They want you to stay right exactly where they are. So they would rather keep you drowning than from elevating. And so I'm here to just basically tell you that don't listen to these people, because the same people that will make a mockery of you, they will make fun of you, they will bully you, they'll say like, man, that ain't hitting on nothing, you ain't hitting on nothing, you ain't as smart as you think you is. It's gonna be the same people that's gonna be like, man, how'd you do it? They're gonna be knocking at your door, they're gonna try to call your phone, they're gonna try to text you and be like, hey sis, hey bro, I see what you're doing. But the whole time they never supported you. They never liked anything. They never shared anything. They never did a word of mouth to tell people that this is what you're doing. And it's okay. It's okay, because sometimes I really want people to understand that strangers will be the ones to take everything in your life to the next level, because strangers will rather see you win over your own people, over your own kind, your family, your friends, your associates. Strangers will be the ones to take you there, to take you to. How many times have we seen this time and time after again, that strangers will really get you to the next level? So I'm here to tell you, don't worry about nobody that's not supporting you. Don't think about them. Leave them in the past. Leave them behind, because guess what? You continue to put one foot in front of the other until you make it to the top. And that's what's the beautiful thing about when everything is pretty much your hard work, your dedication, and your consistency, is that you built that brick by brick. And you knew you built it brick by brick because you didn't have nobody to look out for. You didn't have no one to come in and say like, you know what, let me lend you a hand. So once you get to that win, it finally just feels like, oh man, this couldn't have been no better feeling, because then you don't have nobody tugging on your coattail and say, man, I got you here, man. Where's my payout? Where's my handout? I'm looking for this. No, because you did it. It's something about literally being the underdog and proving everybody wrong. Because I know what it feels like to have people really make fun of something that you're doing, that you're passionate about, that you love, that really lights you up, and then you have somebody that comes around and make you feel like a dull pencil. And it's cool, because in this season, you are going to win. You are going to break generational curses. You are going to succeed. You are going to prevail. You are going to prosper, because with God, it's already done. If you believe it to be, so it is. So this is why in this journey for me, it's like, God, I already know great and the magnificent things you are about to do for me. Because if I'm already going through a season of some resistance, I'm going through some things with people around me, and it's like, I can't understand because I support support everybody. The same support that I would love to have, I give it to people. And sometimes I do want y'all to understand that you're not going to always get that same support that you give to everybody. And it's okay. You're a good person. You were built different. You are a different breed. So it's not always going to be that. But I guarantee you, like we all know, that there's going to be a day, there's going to be a time where you're not even going to look for those people to applaud you if they hadn't already. And you see me right now, I feel like I don't even look for anybody to support me that wasn't supporting me from the beginning of the time, because I don't want fake friends. I don't want fake associates. I don't want anybody that's really going to hinder my process and where I'm going. And you got to understand, like, it is very much true when you go into the next level and you're elevating in your life, it gets lonely. It gets lonely. You start to question yourself, like, am I really isolating myself from people, or is this really necessary? Yes, it is necessary, because you need clarity. You need your vision to be as clear as day, so that way you know exactly what you're doing. And sometimes if you have people that bring distractions and confusions, sometimes it'll make you veer off your path. So it is necessary for you to have the clarity and have the discernment to be in the spirit, to understand that this is what I got to do to make it to the next level. And I just can't take certain people with me. I can't take certain, baggages with me. I can't take the old version of me with me, because I am constantly changing and evolving. And if the things around me are not doing the same thing, they are no longer serving me and my purpose. And I'm here to tell you right now that this is that video for you, that you really have to understand that this is you versus you. Nobody else. You don't have no competition but with yourself. And there's no better competition than that. Getting better and better every single day and giving your 110% to yourself every single day is the best self-love that you can give to yourself. You see, a lot of times we give so much love to other people. We pour into other things that are not building our own foundations. And then we wonder why we just be sitting there like, man, that felt like it was for nothing. But when it's all for you and it's all about what you're doing and what you got going on and what you're building, and it's just different. It hits so much different. So I'm here to tell you right now, if they're laughing at you, trust and believe you're going to have the last laugh. If they mocking you, trust and believe they're going to come back around and ask you how they did it. And even if they're talking about you, let me tell you, once you get where you're going, they're going to still talk. So whether you're doing good or bad, whether you're happy or you're sad, they're still going to have something to say. So you might as well go ahead and do what you want to do anyway. So again, if you resonated with this video and you feel like this is something that hit the nail on the coffin, go ahead and share this with a friend, because you are going to be that friend to encourage them. And even if this encourage you, save this video for yourself, because there's going to be one day you're going to be able to look back on all the hard work that you did, and you're going to look up at me and be like, oh my gosh, that was well worth it. It was well worth me cutting off people. It was well worth me leaving my hometown. It was well worth me getting away from people who could not see the things that I had seen in my life. It was well worth it to devote my time to God and clear out my space and get right. So I'm letting y'all know right now, man, you already on your way. If you're watching this video, you already on your journey to elevation, prosperity, and abundance. And you just have to stay focused. Again, my name is Amberlyn Neyman. If y'all already new here, you already know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe for